Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're talking about topic 3.6, balancing individual freedom with public order and safety. So today we're going to be learning about how the court has wrestled with the balance of liberty and order in cases based on multiple amendments. Balancing individual liberties and public order is really a balancing act. In completely dictatorial countries, the balance is totally on social order. The focus is totally on social order. Anarchists, on the other hand, really want total individual liberty, no government at all. We are in the middle. So we shift sometimes to being more focused on social order and sometimes on more individual freedoms. And it depends on which freedoms we're talking about. So let's talk a little bit about some of the individual amendments and freedoms that this balance has really affected. So first, let's talk about the Second Amendment and the individual freedom of owning a handgun or a weapon. So the Supreme Court has ruled that when states have a compelling public interest, they are able to limit individual rights. The liberty side of things, where total freedom is the goal, says that the government should not be allowed to infringe on a person's right to own a gun in any way, shape, or form. We should be able to own whatever gun we want, anytime we want, and own as many as we want. On the order side, however, the idea is that the government should do more to limit gun possession and gun violence. At this point, there's really a split in our country as to which side of the fence you fall on, whether or not you believe more order is needed or whether you believe more liberty is needed in regard to handguns. Our next amendment that we're going to be looking at is the Fourth Amendment, and the Fourth Amendment deals with protection from illegal searches and seizures. So the liberty side of things says, you know what, that is my stuff and my stuff is my stuff and you can't take it. On the order side of things, the public safety and order side of things, there is the idea that the government should be able to protect us, and so it should be able to limit some of the freedoms. So this is particularly evident in the case of Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden worked for the NSA and leaked documents that came out of the NSA saying that the NSA was actually collecting the data of U.S. citizens from their cell phones without a warrant. So should that be allowed? Where should we fall on the spectrum of liberty to order when it comes to our cell phone data? That's something that we're still trying to figure out. Now, let's talk specifically about illegal searches and seizures when it comes to you at school. The Supreme Court has said that you, as a student, have a reasonable expectation of privacy. In a case that came out of New Jersey, and it's kind of shortened to TLO for the protection of the student, the court said that yes, schools have a right to search your stuff, more so than just a normal police officer. And they have that right because the public safety aspect of all of the students and teachers and everybody being in one building overrides some of the individual liberty that you as a student have. But the school cannot just randomly pick your bag and search your bag without having a reasonable amount of evidence that there's something in your bag that is contraband. The last amendment that we're going to look at today is the Eighth Amendment. And the Eighth Amendment is the amendment that said that we have protection from cruel and unusual punishment. And let's specifically talk about that in dealing with the death penalty. So individual freedom says that the death penalty really shouldn't be around. And the Supreme Court has said that, you know what, to an extent, the death penalty is not appropriate. So in dealing with minors, so if you are under the age of 18 when you commit a crime, the death penalty is not allowed for your case. You are not allowed to be put to death if you commit a crime before the age of 18. If the person is mentally incompetent, or if the manner of the death is considered cruel. There have been lots of ways that people have been put to death in this country, and some of those have actually been decided that they are considered cruel and so are no longer allowed. The order side of things for the death penalty says that the death penalty should still exist in order to limit other people from doing crimes. Use it as a way to put the fear of the death penalty to prevent other people from committing crimes. And one of the things that has come up recently has said, you know what, the Eighth Amendment doesn't say that just because it doesn't have to be cruel doesn't mean that it can't be painless. And this has been really important in talking about lethal injection in particular, because lethal injection is not a painless way to die. And that has come under scrutiny in recent years. In this lesson, you should have learned how the court has wrestled with the balance of liberty and order in cases based on multiple amendments. If there's anything you missed, then please go back through and watch that portion of the video again now. Then, go ahead and answer the summarizing question in your notes so that you can get a stamp the next time we're in class. All right, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.